thank you. There are a lot of governors on this stage tonight, and Governor Christie, Governor Kasich has said of you, quote, "In Ohio, we have balanced a budget. They don't have one over in New Jersey. Our credit has been strengthened. Their credit has been downgraded. We've got more jobs." How important are those metrics in choosing the next president? And is his record on jobs, I should say, actually stronger than yours?
Well, he deserves credit for his record on jobs, and he's done a very good job as governor of Ohio. Never said that John hasn't. He's done a very good job. But unfortunately, John's been so busy doing other stuff, he's using old statistics. That's okay. New Jersey had its best year of job growth in the last 15 years, under 5 different governors this year in New Jersey. New Jersey has cut spending over $2.3 billion, and we have 10,000 fewer employees than we had when I walked in the door. John has a bigger government now and more employees than he had when he walked in the door. But all that doesn't matter. What really matters is this: that executive experience really matters. You heard this on the stage tonight. We've heard it said on the stage that President Obama knows exactly what he's doing. I'd like to ask all the veterans listening out there tonight who are waiting in line for health care, who are literally dying because the Veterans Administration doesn't work. Do you think Barack Obama knows what he's doing? I don't. And I'll tell you something, anybody who evaluates him as knowing what he's doing in managing the government doesn't know how to manage a government themselves. And one last thing, David, which I think is really important. I listened to Senator Rubio's answer on his bill. He said his bill couldn't pass on the Gang of 8. He acted as if he was somehow disembodied from the bill. It was his bill. He said this idea doesn't work. It was his idea. See, when you're a governor, you have to take responsibility for these things. You can't just act as if it happened out of nowhere. We have to take responsibility as executives. I take responsibility for my record in New Jersey. We've rebuilt the economy, and we rebuilt after the second worst natural disaster in American history. I'm proud of my record. And by the way, I like Kasich's record too. He's a good governor.
David, thank you, Governor Kasich.
Yeah. Look, I'm not here. I like Chris.
You did say your record was better than his.
But let me just tell you. First of all, we have the lowest number of state employees in 30 years. Secondly, we have grown government at the rate of inflation. And I went from an $8 billion hole to a $2 billion surplus. And we've grown jobs by 400,000. That's one of the fastest growing states in the country. Our pensions are secure and our credit is rock solid. Now, I've learned that what makes things work, what gets the economy going, not just in Ohio, but in Washington. And it's 3 things: common sense regulations, which we have; lower taxes, which we have, the lowest tax cuts in the country; and thirdly, a fiscal plan to balance the budget. When you go from $8 billion in the hole to $2 billion in the black, when you cut taxes by $5 billion and you grow over 400,000 jobs, that is a record that I can take to Washington using the same formula that I used in Washington when I was part of the effort to balance the budget, to give us a surplus, and to create jobs. That's what I did, and I'll do it again in the first 100 days.